not obviously the most beautiful road in the world, but compared to what it was like 2 years ago, it's improved a lot. Still probably would recommend an SUV, but we'll see how the end part is. The end part was horrible last time, so see how that is when I get there. But I just want to take a quick shot. I'm about 30 minutes away from the access. The road is still really good. Some of the rocks are a bit bigger in some spots in the last little bit, but it's still amazing compared to 2 years ago when I was here. Seeing all those trees down, man, that touched something in my heart. I am still experiencing incredible road conditions, and I hope it continues. About 15 minutes away from the access. It's got a little bit of a roadblock here, nothing major. Hopefully I can just push this out of the way. I pushed it both directions, it just goes right back. So I've got some clippers in my car for this type of situation. First I'm going to put my bug shirt on because I'm getting attacked, and then I'll do that. I have one of these in my car, so I got a good piece of it off so I can get by. Bugs are horrible out here. Alright, so this is the old access road that goes into Twinkle Lake, and now I'm continuing on the new route that I took 2 years ago when I attempted the route the second time, Canada Day weekend. Oh, this road has been cleaned up quite a bit. It's still super rough and you have to go really slow. The last 10 minutes or so of the drive just before this, I was only doing like 20. It was super rough and big rocks. Still better than it was before, but I've been doing about 50-60 the whole way in up until there. So as you can see, this is a lot rougher, but they have even done some repair work. As you can see, there's some new gravel here, so that they're trying to kind of get the road a little bit smoother. Shouldn't be too much farther till I get to the access. Well, it wasn't hard to find the access. Just after I stopped filming, I saw a car parked up ahead. So I have located the portage sign right here. And this time I know that I am not going this way, but I am going this way. And I'm gonna unload right here, and then I'm gonna park my car down there. It looks like there's another spot where I could park beside there and get on my way. It's 6 o'clock right now. All right, it is 6:20 and I am on my way to the portage. Just parked my car over there and just put it on the side of the road. It's off the road quite a bit. It'll probably be really dirty. I should have turned it around so the dirty gross paint side was there, but I didn't. So I've got everything here at the portage. As soon as I parked the car, it started pouring rain. It was so funny. It's been like dripping a little bit the last, I don't know, maybe hour, but not very much. And then as soon as I got here, it started raining. So I've got lots of stuff for this trip. I'm very glad I brought the bug shelter. I can fit it in the top of the pack, but I didn't want to make it super heavy and harder for me to lift up over my shoulder and twist all my hip and all that stuff. So I've left it out. I'm just going to carry it in one hand with the backpack, and then in the other hand I have this to carry. Oh my gosh, I feel like an old woman, but whatever. My chiropractor recommended that I have a backrest to help with my issues. So I just have a stadium seat. I actually ordered a little canoe chair today from Amazon. I think it was 63 bucks. It's actually specifically made for canoes, and it has 2 straps that go around and clip underneath, so that will be much better. All right, super simple portage. 5 minutes, I'm already on my way back, and I stopped to grab my bug net. I have a new bug net, and I have a new bug shirt. Nothing was wrong with the old ones, I just wanted to try something different. This one's actually a little bit big, but it's nice because it covers my wrists. The other one, my wrists and my hands were really exposed. I was getting a lot of bites there, so I just thought I'd try something different. This one also has a pocket, which I like. So I'm just going to grab the canoe and I'll be on my way. Got the canoe loaded up. I'm moving a little bit slow here today. I got some new things that I'm using. I have a brand new tripod selfie stick, which is huge, and I just found it doesn't fit in my normal little setup. I didn't actually test it, but it stands up on its own, so I think it'll be fine, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna jump in the water. This is gonna be my first time getting in this canoe in the water. It has touched the water last weekend. Someone paddled it when I was at the show in Gravenhurst last week for Canoe Day. Girl's name is Shannon. She did some Canadian style paddling, but I have not been in this boat yet on the water, so I'm excited to test it out and see how it is. All right, I'm on the water. There is a down tree here. Just trying to figure out the best way to get over it. And I'm trying to do all this stuff kind of quickly because 1, the bugs are driving me crazy, and 2, I'm supposed to get thunderstorms around 7. It's just going on 7 now, so I really want to get to camp as fast as possible and set up to avoid any issues. Well, I've opted for door number 2. The water's fairly deep there, and this tree, having been here for quite some time, it's really slippery. So I'm just going to do what I did last time and what whoever was here before me did, and just pull the canoe through here and then jump back in the water. All right, easy peasy mac and cheesy. I'm in the water, and current doesn't look as strong as it initially did, which is great. I checked the map while I was on the portage because I sounded totally clueless. I've done this area before. I watched part 1 of the video where I went to Seagram the other day, just kind of refresh myself, so I know exactly what to expect here, and I thought it would be a good area to go. So yes, I have stayed on Seagram before. On the way to that portage is where I saw a moose, and after editing the video and posting the video, someone actually told me that they thought they saw a wolf chasing the moose, and when I went to the footage and slowed it down, sure enough, there it was. So I'm kind of excited to stay on Seagram for 2 days, 2 nights. I'll be there all day tomorrow, hopefully if the campsite's open, and stay there again tomorrow night, and then Saturday morning I'll leave to go to Yorston and then spend 2 nights there exploring and fishing and stuff. So tomorrow I'm just going to take it easy. It's supposed to rain a lot of the day, so I'm just going to chill out, do some fishing, and listen to some audiobooks and just chill out and enjoy myself and relax. So I have a 240 meter and a 180 meter, so I just usually say a 300 and a 200 because I round them up here because they're usually longer than they say. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy a little bit of this, nice and quiet, and I'll be back in a bit. I'm just gonna, it's quite a bit of a drop now. It wasn't like that before. The beavers seem to have been at work here. I'm just gonna jump out and see if I can just pull the canoe through here quickly and keep going on my way. Well, I just walked through a bit of that. Pulled the canoe over the beaver dam there, and now I'm just floating through. Just have to duck under this tree somehow. That's so nice. The bugs are just buzzing away. The mosquitoes are like just in my ears. They're not biting too much, but I'm pretty covered up. I've probably already got a bunch on my hands, but such is life. I don't care. I got the bug shelter with me, so happy about that. It's gonna double to protect me from the rain with the tarp. I'm so happy to be out. I've been off since the May long weekend. I believe it was 5 weeks ago tomorrow or today when I started my May long weekend trip. And I don't know what happened. I did that hike on the Saturday. I tend to favor my right leg because my right knee, I've had knee surgery on it twice. Nothing major, just some meniscus repair and ligaments and stuff. But I tend to always use the left side. And I think the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, I think my last knee surgery was 2008 or something like that, 2007. So since then, I always put more weight on the left side. I kind of stand with more weight on the left side. I favor it. If I'm jumping off of something, I'll like jump with more weight on the left side. And all of that over the years, I think has caught up to me and kind of put my body off a little bit. And I think when I did that hike, there were a couple of spots where there were rocks where I did jump. And I think what happened, just guessing based on what I know of how this injury occurs, I think maybe I jumped off one of those rocks too hard and it just shifted my SI somehow. The last few weeks I have been doing everything, no sugar, eating anti-inflammatory foods, taking anti-inflammatories, turmeric, curcumin, ginger, all that stuff. And 4 times a day exercises, ice on, ice off, ice on, all day long. And I'm finally feeling better. I'm not 100%, not even close. But it was good enough, I thought, that I could get on a trip and do something not too crazy. That's why I am doing this trip instead of the loop that I originally planned, which I'm hoping to do next long weekend. And I'll tell you about that when that happens. But for now, I'm just going to keep cruising down this beautiful creek. It's absolutely stunning. And with the lighting, with the weather coming in, it's just so pretty. I should actually be paddling really quickly and hurrying up because I think those storm clouds are coming in as expected. So I really need to get a move on. But it's just so nice being out here. And just want to enjoy every second of it and take my time. But I can do that tomorrow, or well, I can do that later once I get camp set up and I'm off the water from the thunder and lightning before that happens. I do not remember this. I'm just going to kind of go up and take a look. I don't know. It looks like it's a pretty good drop again. And I'm not sure if there's a workaround. Looks like I might be able to go through. Nope. I was going to say I might be able to go through here, but maybe I can go through here. I think actually it did something like that. Oh, it's going to be buggy though, but let's give it a go. That didn't take long. Oh, there was another way around. Let me back up. Try that first. Oh, Moon's calling. Alright, so I think it goes through. I don't know. Looked like it did. No, it doesn't. Oh, bugger. Okay. What about here? I just pulled the canoe up and over all this swampy stuff, and it didn't even go around. I'll go this way. I thought this was open and I could get through, but it's not. I think I'm gonna walk it first before I drag the canoe. What a mess. I'm stuck in this little hole now. Alright, well after all that, I'm back at the beaver dam. I couldn't do anything where I was, and this is quite a drop. I'm gonna have to come back up this on Sunday or Monday, so that should be fun, but right now I just need to get through it. I'm trying to find a way out of the boat. Ow! Okay. Oh yeah, good job. I almost knocked the camera into the water. It's actually 10 times easier than what I just did. Waste of time. Okay, come on, canoe. Scratches your weight. Okay. Oh, now it's super shallow and there's little rocks everywhere. There's the beaver dam. Good times. All right, the portage should be coming up soon. Jeez, now what? Oh, come on, are you kidding me? This is a lot easier 2 years ago. Of course, I planned an easy trip, and it's like the Obabaka River. It's not that bad. Ooh, I might even be able to fit through here. Cover these scratches, I'm sure. Oh, pretty close. This log isn't too slippery. I've got brand new Keens on too. Oh, when you get on the log, it sinks. Shit. Well, that's good to get the boat through, but I can't stand on it. So I'm gonna skateboard. Oh, I wish I could film this, but it's just too tricky. Okay, so there was a log there. I stepped out, got on the log so I could pull the boat through, and the log started sinking down into the water. So I put one foot on the log, put one foot in the canoe, and kind of like skateboarded through. Worked great. The sun's trying to come out. Thank you. Okay. Portage should be here soon. I can't remember what it looks like from this side, so hopefully I find it without too many problems. Look at how beautiful the sky is. It's so gorgeous. Ooh, duck. Tree. Ah! Ouch. Another tree to duck under. Alright, portage is coming up on the right side. This is the 240 meter. So many obstacles out here. Ah, there's the sign right there. I'm gonna get in here. There's so many rocks. Just sticking out everywhere. Yep, you can't even get to the portage. Oh my gosh. So much scraping, I hate it. It's a brand new boat, people. Come on. Oh, there's nothing we can do. It's too shallow. All the rock. It's So I'm portaging around, I guess. I had to pick the backpack up to pull the canoe up so it wouldn't scratch like crazy on the rocks. So I'm just gonna go. I got my other stuff, and I'm just coming back and get that after. Just leave it right there. It's not budging. All right. Shoe bear, go away. Sorry, I inhaled a bug. Oh, it's the worst. I hate that. I hate that so much. A bit of sucky muck here and there. And I saw what I think is a bear print. A big one. If I find it again, I'll take a picture or a video clip of it. But I'm not sure where it was. Very overgrown portage, but it's well marked and not too crazy difficult. The put in is a lot of sucky muck. It looks like a beach, and it's like, oh, this is so nice, but it's all sucky muck. So hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, doesn't smell that amazing here. It's very muddy, murky smelling, but it's very beautiful. All of the dark clouds have gone away so far. There's some new ones coming over, but I don't know if they're coming this way or if they're behind me. All right, wee little beaver dam here. There's a stick sticking up right in the middle, but I didn't hear a screech, so that's the case. Okay, there are no official campsites on Linger Lake. I did see one last time I was here. Well, there was a tent set up. I didn't see any people. But I'm just going by memory here. I'm pretty sure I'm going this way. It's a very short paddle. Despite what they said, the sun is shining right now. And I'm very happy about that. Just gorgeous. Beautiful little waterfalls / rapids here. Portage, 180 meter into Seagram Lake. All right, it is 10 after 8. I thought I would be faster than 2 hours today because I've been here before and I knew the terrain, but getting stuck in that beaver dam there, it took a little while. That was just a mess. I paddled through and I said, oh, it goes around. So I pulled the canoe up and through, I don't know how much, maybe 15-20 feet of swampy stuff. And I get in the water and there's nowhere to go. Oh, that was funny. Anyways, I just got this 180 to knock out, and then I'm on Seagram. The sun is shining, I don't hear any thunder, so that's great. And I'm excited to get to camp and set up and relax. Okay, almost there. All right, guys, it is 8:25, and I am on Seagram Lake. Hopefully no one is on the campsite, fingers crossed. Ooh. The sun's about to come out from behind the trees, and I can see this big, huge group of bugs in the sun. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. All right, well, if someone's on the campsite, I'll have a couple options. One, I can go back to the portage I just did. There's a campsite there, although I didn't really stop to look at it, but it says there's a campsite there, and there's an opening. There's an ATV road that goes through that portage, which is why I don't like it and why I don't want to stay there, but it might be a last resort. I'm also just looking around here while I'm paddling to see if there's anything that I could easily turn into a campsite if I had to for the night. And the third option is to paddle through Seagram and do the 500-meter portage into Yorston early and stay there. The thing is with Yorston is I kind of want to stay, there's 2 island sites, and I want to stay on one of those, and they're on all the way at the other end of the lake. So it would make for a pretty long day of traveling for me. Not normally, but it's because I'm injured and stuff. I don't want to push it too hard, so fingers crossed the campsite is open. I might even go for a swim. I'm that hot, like right now. Like, oh no, someone's on the campsite. Oh no. Shit. Oh no. Now what? Looks like they're just setting up too. Frick. Okay. I gotta figure out what to do. I really wanted to stay here tonight and tomorrow night. Crap. What are the chances? Like, shit. There's a privy there now, too. Oh. Well, now it's 9 o'clock, almost 5 to 9. As I was paddling past the campsite, slowly, the person who was camping there came out. His name is Sergey, and he recognized me from YouTube, and we started chatting. He invited me to come up and stay. He's got a tent and a tarp. It's not a very big campsite, and I have to film and stuff, and it's kind of hard to do that when, you know, you've got somebody there, because like you can't like just sit there at nighttime and talk to yourself and somebody's sleeping and whatnot. Plus the whole privy thing, I don't know. It's a really small campsite. So he said that on his map there's another campsite on this lake. Now, I've never seen that on any of the maps that I have, but I told him that I would kind of look around. I was thinking about going through to Yorston. He said the portage into Yorston is really a bit difficult. He said it's pretty rocky and there's some steep parts, and it's over 500 meters, so it's 9 o'clock. Might take me an hour-ish, and then the campsites on Yorston aren't like right near the portage. They're like way down a ways. So then I'd have to do a bit of paddling, and it just seems like too much. He said he's leaving tomorrow morning around 6:30. So if I could just find somewhere just to set up my tent and eat my dinner and stuff tonight, and I can just go over and snatch that campsite tomorrow and stay there for the day and the night, I might do that. But so far, I have not seen anything or anywhere where I can just kind of pop my tent up. Everything is really overgrown and thick and crazy. This is stunning. I'm like trying to paddle around looking for a campsite, and then like I don't want to miss this. Look at that, it's beautiful. Wow. Oh, there's a very excited beaver out here somewhere slapping his tail. Come to the other end of the lake, the far end of the lake. It's beautiful here. The water's mirror right now, as you can see. There's these big, huge rocks in front of me, and I think I can make something work there. Everything on this whole lake, other than this area here where these rocks are, is all like muskeg and swamp, and there's absolutely no options. The bush is so thick, like you can't even just squish a tent in there somehow and fake it for the night. So I think this will do. I think I might be able to find a flat-ish spot. I'd rather sleep on rock than in a swamp. And it's definitely better for bug season right now. Probably won't set up the bug shelter or anything. I'll probably just set up my tent and make my dinner. And the bugs aren't actually bad right now. The sun's just gone down, so maybe I'll just sit outside for a bit. Really cool here. There's some really awesome waterfalls on this portage. It goes mostly uphill and the portage goes right beside it. And you can see the mist rising up from the waterfalls there, going up the portage. It's really cool. There's the really wicked sky that's going on right now and the clouds that are starting to come in. And beautiful pinky purple sky. So I'm gonna find a place to dock my boat over here and set up camp by these rocks, and tomorrow I'll just move over to the campsite where Sergio's staying on. All right, I found a fairly sort of somewhat flat spot to put my tent. I think if I lay right here, nice soft moss, that'll do. Hopefully that's not a bear claw, but it looks like there's rocks here, so I think someone's put a tent here before. Sky's really pretty. I just wiped out on the rocks really bad. Moving the canoe, actually pulling the canoe up. These rocks have moss on them and they're a little bit damp and they're really slippery. And I'm concerned about that because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And I don't want to be falling and smacking my head open. So I think I'm going to move the canoe over here, tie it to the tree here. I almost came up this way, but then I thought, oh, this is a good spot here. So I think I might just move the canoe over here, tie it up, put the tent here, and kind of stay in this general area. I don't know if I'm going to have a fire. I probably won't, because it is supposed to rain soon anyways. As you can see, the dark clouds are starting to come in, and I need to get my tent set up. Plus, if I'm going to move tomorrow, there isn't really any point of me setting up the bug shelter and the tarp and getting wood and all that stuff. I can just get up really early in the morning and scoot over there, maybe 8 o'clock or something, and grab that site and set up for the day and tomorrow night. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's 10 o'clock. I've got my tent set up. I've got the canoe flipped over and tied up. I haven't set up anything inside my tent. The bug situation is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if you can hear them. Maybe if I get closer. It's absolutely ridiculous. I was going to skip dinner there for a minute, and I was like, no, I'm hungry. I don't have like a ton to eat. So, and it's super simple. So I just went down to the water. I put some water in my pot here, and I'm going to heat it up. I brought pasta. It's shrimp and asparagus pesto pasta in a freezer bag, which means I can just drop it in the water to heat it up, which is simple. I would actually consider eating it cold right now, but it is a lot better if it's hot because there's butter and cheese and stuff in it, and that all melts, and right now it's kind of hard. So here I am. Sorry, I know it's dark. I'm doing the best I can here. Here, I'll hold up the light and you can see the bugs. They'll come flocking. I've got that sound right now. They're just everywhere. They're all over me. Just want to get in the tent right now. I feel so much better. It's 10:30. Oh, only a half an hour since I filmed last, but lots happened. I heated up my pasta. I thought I did. It was warmish. It was like last time. The bugs outside are just awful. It really makes me appreciate my bug shelter, even though it's not up right now, because man, like, just craziness. I always forget how bad they can be until I'm out here, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh. but it's okay. It got really awful there. As I finished setting the tent, actually while I was setting up the tent, I had the net on, I had everything on, and I'm just like, just do what you gotta do. I got the hat down. I'm just like, just do what you gotta do, right? There's still a couple in the tent. I couldn't catch them all. I heated up the pasta literally like 2 minutes, and then I was like, no, I'm done. I don't care. I eat it cold. I shoveled it in really fast because I was like, the bugs were just, and I had to open it for my mouth, so they're all like, I probably got some bites on my chin and stuff. Maybe they're not out yet, but I can feel them. I know they're there. And then I put it, like, there's no dishes, right? So I just zipped the Ziploc back up. I put it back in the bear vault. I put the spork in there, took the bear vault out in the forest, threw it out there, and jumped in the tent. I always blow up my thermarest outside my tent when I set up my tent, except for today. I was like, no, it's not happening. Too many bugs out there. So when I came in the tent, I thought, oh, I'll sit on my stadium chair that I brought. I'm just gonna call it the stadium chair, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically, it is two, I don't know, cushions, square cushions, and then there's like a string attached to them so that like you can lean back and have a backrest. And apparently this is something that I'm supposed to have to help with my SI issues. So I brought it for the canoe, but I thought, oh, I can sit in the tent and I can listen to an audiobook and I can actually lean back. One of the bad things that I was doing, I think, it's all, you know, guessing, right? Because I don't really know. It's not like I broke my arm and I just went, oh, I got it caught and I broke it, right? Like, this is one of those things. I woke up in the middle of the night in pain. I was fine when I went to bed. I mean, I was a little bit sore, but that was it. And then I was like that for weeks. And I was like, what did I do, right? So I started thinking about all my habits and all this. I'm always twisting to the right. I always set up my tent the same way. I always sit in my sleeping bag, in my thermarest with my legs straight out and twist, because all of my stuff is on the right side, because I put everything in the same spot, in my backpack, in my tent, everywhere, so that I know where everything is. So that repetition, in addition to a whole bunch of other stuff that I've been doing that I'll probably talk about a bit more on this trip, kind of help you guys if maybe some of you are having these issues. I don't know. You know, it's a camping video, but this is about my life too. So I'm gonna do my stretches. I'm gonna blow up my thermarest, which will be kind of fun in here with like limited space, but whatever. And then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm looking forward to getting up in the morning and just gonna throw all my stuff in the boat. I don't really have to pack up too crazy because I'm just gonna paddle across the lake. I'm not gonna portage or anything. And maybe I'll plan to go at 8, and then I'll set up over there and probably have breakfast over there, and then go fishing or do whatever. Anyways, that's about it for now. Well, it is 12 o'clock. I'm just hanging out with my friend Sven here, my Sven Saw Sleep shirt. Oh, I did that right the first time. Cool. It is 12 o'clock, like I said, and I'm ready for bed. I just went out and dug the privy. The bugs aren't too bad outside now, but they're like crazy. They were crazy stuck in between the flies. So what I did was I turned off the light in here for about 10 minutes. I just like grabbed my shoes and my sleeping clothes because, like I said, I can find everything in the dark. And by the time I turned the light back on, they were gone. I shook the tent a bunch of times and the door was open. That's why. So I ran out there and did all the things, and it's supposed to be raining right now, but it's not. And it's supposed to rain all through the night, and then there's like a little window between 7 and 8 a.m. where it's supposed to be okay, and then it's supposed to be thunder and lightning like from like 8 a.m. till 11 or 10:30 or something like that. So we'll see what happens. Whenever I get up, if it's not raining or whatever, then I'll probably just pack up and make a run for it. I don't have to do much, and just paddle across the lake and go to that site. And even if he's still there, I'm sure he won't care if I sit there and chat with him for a bit until he leaves. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna go to sleep. I am very, very tired. I just did all my exercises, and I feel really weird facing this way. Hopefully I don't wake up in the middle of the night and get super disoriented and have to run to the bathroom, but I didn't eat that much today, so hopefully that's okay. And that's about it for me. I will see you in the morning. Good night. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.